One final thing about what you do to help make your evaluations, your comments, your teaching is the bibliography. And I want to make this point clear. Every project is supposed to have basically two documents, a bibliography and a process paper. The bibliography is required and is part of your judging, obviously. You have to look at the research that they did. So the bibliography is a part of the judging. The process paper is not a part of the judging. And that's a very important distinction. The process paper is part of the whole History Day process. It's intended as a teaching tool. A lot of times in the various DOE schools, they use the process paper to show compliance with standards, to show students thinking, to show the growth that the student underwent. It's actually quite fascinating to read these process papers, but it's not part of the judging. These are things like the students talking about their intellectual journey. Right, I thought about this topic, I was interested in this, and then I narrowed it down to this topic. Or, the process, sometimes it's like, I couldn't get to the library, so I've tried to find my sources in other ways. They're just talking about their process. That is a useful teaching tool, but it is not part of the judging. And the key point I want to make here is sometimes you will have a project where you're looking at the display, it's like, I'm not sure what their thesis is. I'm not sure where this is going. And then you read the process paper, and it's a beautiful thesis. They have this really intriguing thesis, but they didn't put it on the board. It didn't make it to the board. So you can't have the process paper fill in the gaps. If it wasn't on the media, if you didn't pull it out of the performance, you cannot look at that process paper to flesh out that argument. So I'll be honest, I don't even look at process papers, or I look at them after I've made all my determination. The key thing is it is not part of the judging, but the bibliography is. So those are the criteria that you are looking at as you're giving comments and as you are making your ranking decisions. One final point in terms of what you are looking at and what you are evaluating as you judge. You're looking for history, you're looking for the connection to the theme, you're looking for communication skills. You should not be judging based on, I don't like that theme, or I don't like their argument. It's a little too right-wing for me, left-wing for me. I don't like where they're coming from. Your personal positions, your personal likes and dislikes cannot be involved. I mean, I've graded stuff where they're advocating for whaling, and it's like, I don't like that opinion, but you have to take your views out of it. You are not grading on cute points. This is really tough for you guys that interview them before you rank media and presentation performance. Just because they're cute and super articulate, you can't let that sway your evaluation of the project itself. And you can't just say, boy, I think the topic was super cool. They didn't really execute it, but the topic was really creative. That should not sway your decision as well. So take your own opinions out of the equation and judge based just on what they have done and particularly what they presented.